Talk for me.
Talking for you.
Perfect. Perfect. I will gift you a sub right now if you can tell me what artist uses that kind of drop in a lot of his songs.
What was the drop? I don't remember what you said.
Perfect.
Oh, Kid Cudi.
You know, that was a really good guess by you.
Took a stab, man.
It was, Josh, you were so close.
Took a
It
stab.
was
Why is
so
there a
close.
slash in the front of the name of the video or the stream?
It shouldn't be.
I know. That's why I'm asking about it.
Well, I don't know. What up, Stiggleman? Yeah, I need to hide my name. Typo in the title, it makes everyone click on it. Thanks for your comment, Ruth. Thanks for helping the algorithm. I don't even know if I can change it at this point. Maybe I can. All right, there we go.
All right.
Likely no, Ruth. Also, do we play Thursday?
Don't we play the Canes?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to say probably not. That's gonna be my packing day. It's gonna be loaded.
I thought last weekend was your packing day.
Yeah, there's a lot to pack. There's been a lot of stuff left here.
Mm,
Just about the entire
mm.
kitchen.
Took a lot of World of Warcraft breaks, did we?
Yes.
I see that.
Yeah, moving.
Up adrenaline.
What up, Noah? Oh, so the old starter versus his backup situation going on here. All right, game
All
has
right, here we
started.
go. Let's see how we catch this let's see how we catch this fat dub. We apparently are in the god tier level of offensive teams according to a graph shared in our Discord. So let's see that offense. Let's see 5 goals and let's see how quickly our defense gives up 6. Let's see how we do.
All right, Josh. Over under breakaways or 2 on O's, 1.5.
Well, Huso's in net, you know the defense ain't helping him out, so I'm going to say at least 7
Jesus
breakaways.
Christ.
You're talking about first period, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
You got to switch on my battery.
If you are trying to sync up with us, if you're trying to watch at the same time as us, get ready to pause and adjust your stream or your watch or your TV or whatever nowadays. We are at 18, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Here we
Kane
go.
and
Cat
Cat?
Kane.
Mm.
I like it. Hey, isn't that what I said I wanted from Cat? You're missing the net so much. Throw a few in the chest. Let's
Yeah.
hit the net and then expand.
Also, at the bottom of the screen, they decided to show the blue scratches tonight, I guess. And I saw Vrana on there, and I didn't know that it was their scratches. And I was like, I swear to God, I read a report today that said that he got put on waivers. How is he on a line? Oh,
Yo. First glance, I'm shocked. I need a replay. That looked like the dude on the Blues was trying, the
jump
dive
around.
around, like kind of jump around, and didn't avoid the body that was in the way. We'll see. I need a second look at it. Don't you dare drop this puck. Feel like you're starting pretty far back. Oh no.
Handout.
Bruh.
If you're looking at the
He
textbook
fell from what he
definition.
did and not that hand. That's all I'm saying.
Gosh, I hate Torrey Krug so much. It's all because of his Boston days too. And I don't believe you're allowed to be here today.
Gonna be a great game. Dang, 8.8% on their power play.
Wow.
Now this is gonna hurt really bad when they score.
Yeah, I was about to say you're gonna say that and had a pretty decent opportunity. Ooh.
We could use a shorty to make up for yeah, Husso deserves that actually. Score a shorthanded goal.
What's up, Ace?
How's it going, Ace? Sub Legion.
Hey, Legion.
Sub Venom.
Everybody coming in. I need to do another resync.
All right, so they're not getting too many crazy opportunities on the power play. They honestly kind of looks like our power play. To be honest here, it's a lot of passing and not a lot of opportunity.
Well, we have no number one center, Noah. There is no center for the top line.
I don't know, Venom. Do you even want to watch this game? I don't know if you know who's in net. I wasn't sure you'd. I thought you'd skip this one. Oh no. Oh.
Can't believe Kyrie misses in it. Oh, it's not Kyrie that missed. Okay.
All right. So that's gonna mostly do it for the power play. They're gonna get a rush if they want it. But we're gonna get help here in about 5 seconds. We are at our power play the power play just ended now. We are at 16. We're at 15, 57, 56, 55,
Ooh.
54, 53.
Oh, Kane off the
Kane
bar!
just ripped it off the post.
Damn it.
Kane is just killing these posts in this
He
league.
is.
That's crazy.
All those off-season nets you must have been practicing on, just like a couple inches wider, taller.
That's the problem with shooting posts for practice, man. You get too good at it.
Never made sense to. Just put up the shooter tutor.
Or just tell me to hit the net. Like,
Yeah.
You're like calibrating my body to aim for not scoring. It's not a good idea.
Well, Ace, now you did it.
It was already done in the Discord. Oh man,
That was sick. That was a slick move by Kapanen.
I don't know how you let that happen.
Man, Justin Falk is a name that disappeared. I remember when
audio for this. Damn. Well, I think someone had the same idea, but late. Oh. Just the oh, that's great.
Uh,
Ron on waivers. That is unfortunate. Just in the general like rooting for the guy. But hey, I mean, a lot of people
I'm a dude.
were talking crap about Iserman for letting that go, but it sounds like it wasn't a Red Wing issue. It sounds like Verana's not going to be what everybody was hoping.
How many opportunities do you need? There's no doubt that that guy is very offensively talented. I thought he was going to be our 40 goal scorer. I thought we fleeced the Caps, but the Caps knew something we didn't.
And we knew something the Blues didn't. Uh-oh. Speaking
Oh
of the
my!
Blues. Oh, wow. How is he so open? What did I miss?
I think our just busted breakout.
Did we turn it over there? I feel like I was caught in the Verana talk. I didn't even catch how that just happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Blues
tried
are
to
up
like
1-0.
wrap it on the boards. Oh no, we just
Oh, no, that was just a pass over to him. We had no
yeah.
defenseman there. That sucks. Looks like everybody thought we were about to break out, and there was literally nobody there for him.
A weird
Sucks.
one.
Oh, well.
There does go the shutout, and there's the one goal I anticipated that team to get. Oh, Sprong.
Huh.
I feel like whenever I see Sprong making moves, it's always one too many. Like it's always, man, that was such a good idea, and that would have really worked if you could do it.
Did Verana, now I haven't paid any attention to Verana. Did Verana get cut? Is it a skill issue or is he still having personal issues? Is he not performing or is he still having his off the ice problems?
I do not know, but I would have guessed the latter. But I have not followed how he's been doing.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Cop. I know we're playing back-to-back nights, but you feel like we look slow?
No, I don't. That doesn't. I mean, I don't feel like we look any slower than the Blues.
Yeah, maybe it was just on that one. I just see like not a lot of people moving their feet.
Hey, if we give up more backdoor opportunities like that, he's going to give up more than 3.
Oh, what just happened?
Oh my
Raz,
god.
please. What is that? Oh, we were cycling. We had the pressure.
Ooh,
Oh, wow. Yeah, Bennington was all sorts out. Hmm.
that deflected out.
Try the Redwood line again. Isn't that gone with Soderblom in the AHL and, Sunquist on the Blues? It could be due to performance this year, by the way. 19 games, 2 goals, 4 assists for Verona.
Mm.
When you are brought in to score goals and you don't do it, yeah. Wow. That's a beautiful play by Marner and Matthews. Wow. Oh, top shot gets tipped up. That sucks. Leonidas, no, they cannot. Defense and goaltending both showing up shaky as of late. Yeah, the connection's back and it's alive. It's just they need someone. They need someone with them. And like on that last one, those two were cycling well. Raz had like a decent shift until he didn't. Just behind the net, catching the puck off the boards, just mishandles it. They get to clear it, and then suddenly all the pressure and cycling that Kane and DeBrincat had created gone.
Seems like Cat and Kane are still in the recalibration phase. They're looking for each other. They find some pretty solid opportunities, but which is a great sign. I mean, wasn't gonna expect they were gonna go out there and immediately just create instant magic, but they did instantly. Like from day one, they have looked like clearly they've played together before. And you can only hope that as they continue to play each other again, or play with each other again, they find some new spark to ride.
So TQ, should they have gone with the struggling Lion or the struggling Reimer or the struggling Huso? Which struggling goalie do you pick? Either one has impressed me in any of their last starts. Honestly, the one who has the most excusable performance is Huso. All-Star draft is coming back, so they can pick Bill Kessel last again. That was hilarious. Stop lying about the goalie. So, Noah, on the Bergen trade thing, it feels like our roster is overflowing with NHL caliber talent, right? Or like guys that should just be on our roster or gotta hit waivers. So if we're buyers, you're likely sending a pick, Berggren, and one of those players. And I just don't know if I'm ready to do that. Maybe Steve Yzerman has that killer deal that you're like, oh my gosh, wow.
Well, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not ready, but the moment Yzerman is, I am. Like, it's the same thing we said about signing Kane or not, or doing whatever. Yzerman still at this point for me, I have no reason not to trust someone who at this point has earned my trust and knows way more than I do at this point. If he moved Berggren, I would have to imagine any of the things are true where it's like Berggren's not it, or whatever he's going for has got a much higher ceiling. I just buy it. I like, you know what I mean? Like I completely buy into whatever Yzerman's going to do until he actually shows me that, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yes, I think I'm there with you. It's just evaluating like what we currently have and seeing what could come of it. I think it's just a very difficult situation to make it something worth it. But like if that deal's out there, that's definitely a penalty. If that deal is out there and it's going to be as good as what we would have to give up, then yeah, let's do it. Move Raz with someone else. I can't even say no.
We have enough forwards at this point that if he packaged just about anyone, as long as what we got in return worked, You're not going to get much argument for me.
Yeah, I think Larkin, Raymond, Kane, Cat, Comfer might be my only like don't touch forwards. Defense, it's only Wallman and Sider that I feel that you can't move. And even Wallman.
Imagine they bring back Verona.
Eh,
Oh,
he was looking for Leno. Oh. I like that we are just putting someone in front.
kind of. We did. I mean, they dropped Leno back for that opportunity.
Well,
We're doing this again, huh? We're doing this again, huh?
Boos.
I guess if your power play makes you look stupid for this long, eventually, yeah, you're gonna learn how to handle constant damn breakaways on your power play. That's crazy that they keep doing this to him. Like, hate Huso or not, you have to admit this is ridiculous.
Yep.
You have to at least admit, if you love Huso or hate him, this is ridiculous how often we put him in this situation on our power play. Oh my God. How many breakaways and odd man rushes does he have to face on our power play? Why are we in danger on our power play so consistently? That's crazy.
No defensive support from our other forward essentially playing the defenseman role, right?
They're all playing on power play. They're all forwards, which is great if your power play is awesome, but it's not.
I don't even hate it. I don't even hate it, Cider. I don't think it's great, but with what's been happening so far, I don't hate it. That's better than a lot of the power plays I've seen just because Cider decided I'm sending it. Oh, it's a good breakup and then just a beautiful pass to them.
I don't know, but the best scoring opportunity on our own power play again is a breakaway against us, and thankfully Huso came up big.
Rez has one of the marquees. Just last year, I really liked Raz. The year before it, I was cool with him. The year before was bad. This year's just absolutely been bad. It hasn't been great. Got the one game with the 2 goals recently, which is really nice to see, but I'm not seeing the Swiss Army knife potential that I saw in him before. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, good opportunity.
Oh, yes, Wallman, baby! Against his old team.
Wow.
Woo!
I like that.
A series.
I don't think he's going to hit the gritty in the middle of the game.
No.
Please, no gritty. He's going to gritty on you if you let him score an OT, and you better just suck it up and be ready for it.
The gritty is like the...
That's his. The 2 OT goals and doing it?
Yeah. It absolutely is. I'm just saying it's like the game ender. Only in a game ender
buying it
scenario.
still, but put it in the game. You put some other wacky one-person sellies in the game. Put this one in the game.
Yeah, thinking about that, that's crazy. All came from that.
Sixth goal of the season. Good to see it.
Ooh.
Oh, don't
Oh,
like that.
yeah, I was gonna say, Kevin. It's because they went 11-7. All of the defensemen are playing with like a new partner every shift. We've seen that a lot. Oh, that's a really good play by Cairo. Sloppy. Sloppy breakout. Okay.
Oh man, use your body. Oh, you had help behind you.
There
Okay.
you go, Raz. Look at
All right,
this.
use the body. Oh, yes.
Berg. Let's go.
Bang. Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Raz.
I like that whole entry.
Yes.
I like that whole entry. Raz maintaining the puck. I thought he should have dipped it back, but he kept onto it. I didn't see who moved it to in the corner, but I love that. I
Sprung.
love that whole entry.
There
Look
you
at it.
go.
He's got two guys on him there.
Yep. And then he wins this board battle. Took two guys out of the play.
Just sprung, feeds it up for the shot off the post, and Bergeron bangs it home. I like it.
Raz
I like
isn't going to get a point, but it's wonderful.
You had every
Oh.
blue on the ice with like every blue on the ice could touch each other with their stick at that point. They were that close to each other, just chasing Raz around. When someone isn't giving up the puck like that, I like that. I like that he drew that, opened up people, turned into a chase, and next thing you know, back of the net.
Also,
Let's go.
shout out to Sprong's kick pass in the neutral zone. That was
Really? You switched it from first period to starting soon and I know for a fact it was first period at one point, but you switched it back to starting soon.
So that was for the first Red Wings goal and the excitement. I hit the wrong row of buttons.
Oh,
And I knew that I did it too. And I looked over and I'm like, it still says 0. Why does it say 0? I did it. And then I like did it again to the right one.
it's funny.
Vegas.
All right. Bergeron with a goal feels good. I love that whole entry. That felt good. That was a good play.
Yeah. We've seen Raz, Veleno, and not Cop yet with DeBrincat and Kane on the top line. So we're cycling just those three centers through the entire lineup, which let's hope they keep their legs all night.
Like, that's the kind of like big body usage that you want to see from someone like Raz, though.
Yep, that's exactly what he's capable of doing. Whenever we talked about his highlights and what makes him an effective player, that's what he does in the offensive zone. He's not a sniper. He doesn't have crazy hands. He has that big body, and as long as he can drive and control the puck, he can create events like that.
Because you saw, like, when one person can't get the puck off him and he's protecting the puck properly, someone came to help.
Yep.
And then even when that person had to bail because of how much Raz moved around the zone like that, someone else had to come in and it left Sprong open. And as soon as you have one person open that you pass to, you've created a chase scenario.
Yep.
And do that again. Use what you have. And in his case, size.
Yep. It really sucks that he will not get something on the score sheet for what he did, but
Gets a plus.
Yep.
That's huge, right?
This all pro passer, how do you know what pass it's going to do?
You pick the route.
Oh, really? So you just got,
Yeah.
okay.
I remember.
Remember what?
Nothing.
Are you telling me that so I don't have to tell the story?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Referring
Crimson, and I
to
think that's why you see him down the AHL right now. You gotta play into that body because I'm guessing that he was of relatively equal speed against some of his opponents in the past.
I like this. Veleno with Cat and Cane. This is the one I want to work. I want this to work. Nice.
Oh, now I remember what you remember. Never mind.
Yep. Okay. Okay, Kane. Not afraid. A little bit of physicality made it uncomfortable. Just harassing him just a little bit.
Followed him all the way down. That's not where you belong, Kane.
Yeah, I want Veleno to thrive
Oh,
here. It's
I
interesting
won't
that it's legal.
lie. I don't think Kane's liking the contact with his hip.
Oh,
Couple things that I've seen with it. It does look a little ginger. Yeah, and it's kind of been something that's happened to like a bit. Definitely happened a couple other times in other games. Maybe it's just being cautious, but
yeah, that's what I kind of figured it was. I'm not really reading too much into it. If you got surgery anywhere, I feel like you're not just going to be like, it's doc says this should be good, full send. Like, yeah, be a little cautious. It's better him being out there being careful than back on IR because of what he's out there for.
is a decoy? Hmm.
I think he can just be a non-physical Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
I'll take that. It's not like Patrick Kane was ever like super physical. Like it's not like he was going out there and making hits and we're losing that.
I think it would be a really tough sell to go tell your head coach that this guy can't play, but you're still going to put him out there because everyone's going to think that he's good. That feels like a really weird.
Plus, he could potentially have like 3 or 4 goals. He keeps hitting posts.
Yeah.
Like he's this close. Like if he had hit 2 more of those, we wouldn't even be worried about this. Like, yeah, he's just being careful, but he's putting the puck in the net. That's where I'm
Yes.
at.
Yeah. The Joey V development is exactly what Josh said in the video of just injection of talent into
Just
Joey V's
put
veins.
that hockey IQ, surround him with that hockey IQ, give him a chance to grow from it. That's exactly what I want. That's why that's the line that I wanted the most when I did the line predictions when we first signed Kane. Is I want Veleno. I want to try. I'm not saying like, oh, that's what's going to work. That's what I want to work the most. I want Veleno to succeed between those two.
Nice win by Cop. Got some help.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
well.
close.
Oh my gosh.
Nice
Was that?
physical. I didn't see where it went.
Oh.
Oh, did he hit him high?
Uh,
That looked like he just manhandled him in front.
yeah. Was that Shrock coming back to check on him? They were teammates, so.
Really?
I don't think he brought theatrics, but his face
Yeah.
is down at the shaft
Yeah.
of the stick. Like his stick didn't come up, his face went down towards it. Like that sucks.
Big high stick might be the most biased thing you could say on that one, Landon. Come on.
His face was down at his belly button.
What are you talking about?
Man, using two of our centers on this PK. What happened? Like, I wonder if just one of these guys, if it goes the full 2 minutes, comes out after. It's a big knob. It was still between his stick. Hey, this Landon.
That's okay. All right.
All right, let's see if we can keep this awful power play.
All right.
Awful
Thank you,
power
Houston.
play. In the depths. A solid break in. All right, and the blue should be set up. Yep. Yeah,
Get in the way
Fisher
of it.
Valeno now. Nice.
I think it was more low facing than high sticking.
Yeah,
I think his face came down to the stick, and Strott was just going to push him either way.
Oh yeah, stick definitely got him in the face. It was just about where the face was. I don't agree with Kevin on the theatrics. Get it out? No. What a keep. Blues are set up again, 20 seconds.
All right.
They're like taking good shots, but they're doing the same thing the Red Wings do and just not getting anyone actually in the way.
It's going to be full strength with 40 seconds left of the period. Let's go.
Oh, nice shot by Valeno.
Okay, Valeno.
That's a good shot.
I like it.
That's a good shot. Maybe he wanted to get it up a little more to not just be stopped by the pad and more hit like the glove, but ooh.
I would have been okay if it hit the pad and bounced out toward like Fisher.
That's true too.
Okay.
What's up, MSU?
So they're going cop with Cat and Kane right now. Such a pretty sound. Did Bada think he was going to get help? It was weird. Someone's hurt. Petrie's down. Clock was going for like 3 seconds after that. We're doing this again, huh? That's literally the knob. Where's your big knob comment now? Dude. 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 All right. Cool. Getting kind of used to this. I'm not going to lie. This is pretty common now. Why does it feel like if that was us, that'd be under review? That's crazy. Maybe we needed some more theatrics.
How does an elbow do that? How could an elbow possibly do what happened to his mouth? That's crazy.
Wow. Wow. Whatever.
All right, I do have to be right back for this.
That is getting old. That is getting really old. We've seen it quite a bit. Not a bad first period. Some weak points. Honestly, though, the goods looked really good. The goods didn't feel lucky. The goods actually felt pretty earned. I'm not gonna lie. That was it had some weird moments. Like the power play was brutal. Gave up another breakaway on our power play, but Huso came up big on a breakaway. You like to see that? But the goods were good. There's a little bit to complain about. I don't really feel like complaining though. I'm already like I feel like I'm complained out with this the no call there. So I don't really feel like complaining, but overall the bounce back is looking okay. Anything stand out particularly to you guys? I do see that Perron's or the NHLPA has filed an appeal on behalf of David Perron regarding the NHL's decision to suspend him for 6 games. I'm guessing they're going to try to get that down to match more previous suspensions they've given for the same thing. That would be my guess. I'm guessing, what was it? I saw you guys talking about someone who did something similar and got like 2 games or 3 games or something like that. So maybe they're going to try to get him down to 2 or 3 games. I mean, listen. In our last video that we posted, we made our feelings very clear. What Perron did was messed up. You can't do that. Do I understand it? Still, yes. I get why it happened. I don't judge him for it, but that is very suspendable. How many games? Yeah, I at least think the how many games should be consistent with however much they've suspended it in the past. Like a cross check to someone's direct head, full force skating at them like that. There's just literally no room for it in the game. Revenge or not, you can't do it. But if you're going to suspend it, I agree, suspend it consistently. Don't do it for 6 games and somebody else you gave 2. So if you're going to do it, which you should be suspended, be consistent. As far as I understand, Perron doesn't have a history. Unless there's something I don't know. Unless there's something about Perron I've never heard about. I never remembered. Just be consistent. Give him the 2 games. Do I think it was dirty? I think it resulted in more than what Joseph expected. I think in every angle that I have seen, I don't believe Joseph tried to do anything other than make contact with Larkin's head. I do believe he targeted the head. Do I believe Joseph was trying to knock him out unconscious laying on the ice? No. Do I think it was more a hockey player in an aggressive moment, probably doing something a little more than he should have? Absolutely. Am I going to ignore that those two have a history? Absolutely not. There's something there. There is a history between the two, regardless of whether Larkin looks worse in the past engagement or not. There is a history between the two that I don't think can be ignored. So again, I don't think Joseph was trying to injure Larkin in the way that happened, because there's no way Joseph could have known that Kelly was coming to also hit Larkin. But I 100% believe Joseph did do what he intended to do, in the sense that he looked at his head, brought his hands up from his waist, went for the head, brought his hands together, and made contact with his head. I did not hear McCarty's response. What did McCarty say? What did McCarty have to say about it? I would hope he took a mature take on it. I would hope McCarty didn't say some wild stuff. That's what I'm saying, Noah. That's the part that stands out to me. If you watch it at every angle, Joseph's hand, it's not okay. Like the Sherratt thing we just saw, Sherratt was not pushing up at like neck level. Whoever, I don't know who the dude's name is on the Blues that got, I don't know if it was Falk or who it was kind of lowered into it. And that was just going to happen, unfortunately. Joseph had his hands low and brought his hands up and over Larkin's back, in my opinion. That's what I feel like I saw. Maybe he didn't do it intentionally. I think he did. How would you feel about an automatic 2-game suspension for a headshot to stop the whole league from this in the future? You know, that wouldn't be the worst idea, because I believe the NFL has something similar where there's supposed to be anyway, like no exception for like contact to the head on either side of the ball. So, I mean, there could be something to that. I think it's a little bit of a slippery slope, though. How do you feel about it? It was a disrespect as a brotherhood of hockey players to go for headshots. That's what McCarty said. That's bold coming from him, huh? Kind of bold. Joseph wouldn't take responsibility. Yeah. If you tune and stick another player, give an automatic 2-month suspension and a lot of it. Yeah, I mean, Billy talks about this a lot. I'm sure he's listening right now and chewing and nodding his head, but the cross-checking in the league has kind of gotten ridiculous. And I'm totally in favor of it being. I mean, Sider even did it late in the Ottawa game, and I hated it. Like, I think cross-checking is more dangerous than people realize. I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything, but I do understand that there is a danger of putting a lot of force in a more confined spot, like a hockey stick. If I just do a pushing motion to your face with my hand, even just with my fist or with a glove on it, that force is spread out a lot more than if I take my stick and use the same force pushing against your face. Cross-checking is legitimately extremely dangerous, especially like if it's down into someone's ribs, kidneys, lower back, neck, head. That's one of the easier things you can do that is incredibly dangerous. And I totally get why the league wants to get rid of it, because it is so common doing it in front of the net and cross-checking people. It's just dangerous. Like, I get it. We probably all grew up doing it because we didn't know any better. But it's not safe whatsoever, and I don't think it's a hockey play. I think you can do the same thing. This cross-checking you're doing to, like, let's say you're fighting for position in front of the net. I think you can do that. Yeah, this is what Jacob just said. I think you can do the same thing by moving. If my microphone is the back that I'm aiming for, instead of cross-checking it, moving my hand over and pushing with my hand a little bit and like still holding onto my stick and pushing them with my hand. I'm not going to go so far as to say, but use your shoulder, because that kind of almost pushes you out in a weird spot. That's just weird.
Yeah.
But there are ways to make space in front of the net and do your job that isn't with a cross check, which is objectively dangerous compared to all the other options that you have.
Yes. There's a reason defensemen and players use their stick the way they do. They know it hurts. They know it inflicts pain. They know it's easy, and they like. There's a reason they do it, and they don't just shove people. Like the goal of the cross check is not to just move or shove. It is to inflict pain in that action. It's just why you do it. There's no other reason. Any other thing that you named could absolutely do the job of pushing better and just miss the pain. So they're making the decision that they want to inflict the pain. And on the Joseph comment of having no remorse, I mean, I definitely got that vibe. I definitely think that he doesn't believe that what he did was a very dirty play. But this is the thing that amazes me. And I posted in our Discord, no one said a word, so I don't know if I'm just like off in La La Land by myself here. At the very end of it, he mentions that it's a high cross check on Larkin. The only person that would be doing that would have been Kelly. At the very end, it looked like he deflected a whole lot of responsibility in the situation to a teammate. And it's crazy to me that no one else caught on that. Because he definitely didn't cross-check him. His stick never made contact. But you know whose stick did? Kelly. And that's where my big gripe is that Kelly came in with the cross-check with no other purpose than to inflict some pain. And I firmly believe that we wouldn't even be thinking twice about the push, or nothing bad would have came out of what Joseph did without Kelly coming in with a stupid, senseless play right afterwards. So that's where my angle comes in, and why I'm more upset with Kelly in the situation than Joseph. Like Joseph makes contact with the head,
no remorse at the end or in his interview can also easily be explained by, because I mean, these are professional athletes. They all have PR people. Showing remorse is an extension of an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
If you apologize for doing something that you're trying to sell you didn't do, it's basically saying you did it. So like, I don't know anything about this Joseph guy other than the history with Larkin. But like, even if he's like feels bad that it happened, there's probably going to be some holding back, whether it be from his own idea or from whoever talks to him before he does his interviews. Don't apologize for it. You could get suspended if you admit to doing this. If you make it sound like you punched him in the head or you did whatever in any way intentionally and you're apologizing for it or whatever, you could get suspended or you could get fined. So like, you never know.
So on the term of the suspension, I think 6 games is fair. I just firmly do. With what he did, 6 games to me is very fair. The problem comes in that, you know, the Matthews cross check was only 2.
That's all I care about is the consistency at that point.
That's where my problem sets in. And okay, why in that situation, I have to believe that the person who did it in their star power in the league had an influence in that room. I just don't believe that they all sat down, or whatever number of people sit down together to decide the final number, didn't think about who it was. I think if you strip the name off the back, the logo on the front, and you just say that this thing happened, yeah, I bet Matthews probably gets 4 or 5 games. I bet his star power, his name saved him half of the suspension.
And with those 2 games in mind, like, I don't even think Perron getting 6 games would be fair if he had a history. Like, if he had already been suspended for similar stuff, sure, give him the 6 games, even with the other 2 game suspension in mind. But you're also talking about someone that, as far as I know, unless there is a history I'm unaware of, it's a guy that hasn't done something like this before. So for him for them to take that into account, which isn't it weird? Like, wouldn't you imagine? Because it's not like they have to make this call on the ice. They can make this call like the next day or the day after. Like, wouldn't you think there would be even the simplest of like a spreadsheet of like, here are the calls that we've made.
Yeah.
And then what did this guy do? Cross check to the head? Well, let's see. Oh, we do have a cross check to the head in the last X amount of months or years or whatever. We did 2 games to it, to somebody with no history. This person also. How do you triple that penalty?
I don't know.
That's wild to me. That would even happen.
There's got to be some level of like Perron having more time to think about what he was going to do, and I think the Matthews one was a whole lot quicker. Like maybe they're saying it was more premeditated than Matthews. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Premeditated, okay, but just, I mean, let's at least be a fair devil's advocate. Premeditated would be like he went out on the ice, looked for the guy on target. That was still a split second reaction. Yes, it is longer than the one you're comparing it to. But yeah, I'm not gonna I don't want to go that far. But
I mean, I'm just trying to argue the other side of Perron maybe had what, like 5 or 6 seconds of deliberating what he was going to go do. He traveled a further distance.
I think negligence of the situation is probably just what happened. Either that or they went as far as if they're really going to do this like a negotiation and they're expecting an appeal, so they went higher so they could settle for 2 or something. If that's the point we're at, that's messed up.
All right, Sneezy, on that note, I'm going to tackle it bit by bit. If Joseph doesn't cross-check his head, his stick didn't hit his head. His hands did. His hands pushed his head. They made contact with his head. I won't deny that because that's just not what the evidence shows. Then he's not bent over and Kelly just hits him in the chest. Sure, but this is like the both things need to happen. But one of them is a guy shoving the front of the net and the hands get a little high. And I see that happen a lot in hockey. The other one is a cross check that we know that the only purpose that it served, the only thing Kelly intended to do was inflict some level of pain in that scenario and obviously like knock Dylan Larkin a little bit. But he could have easily achieved the same thing by putting his hands together or hand off the stick and push instead. So the cross check I see is like an intent to inflict some level of pain, and that's where like the event happens. I think, obviously, like I guess I can read. You need both to happen, but I think where like Larkin loses consciousness, and maybe I'm just wrong, but it looks like it doesn't happen until Kelly makes contact and you have a push, a head turn, and a fist hit what I believe is his side of his jaw in his neck area. And just watching the One Doctor video, you know, he's a YouTube doctor. He talks about putting pressure on a artery in that area. I believe it was an artery. And how if you like put enough pressure and you pinch it, it will just knock you out. Like your blood pressure will change and you just go out. I don't think it was, in the scans kind of prove it too, that it wasn't a forceful contact to the head that did this. It's a very specific scenario of these two things coming together, the right sort of contact at the wrong spot, knocked out cold due to blood pressure. So that
I'm with the whole. I think if either one of them did, I'm not gonna. I'm kind of a little more with chat, and this is why we're on like different. Which whatever, we disagree. And fact is, neither of us know at all. But I'm a little bit more on the side of like, I think you can remove either. I think Kelly's looks a lot more harmless if Larkin isn't in that position, intent or not. I think it. I still don't think we're talking about this if you remove either one of them, and I think it just sucks. And I hope he's good. The fact that it's like an out indefinitely, you don't like to hear that. It could be a concussion. And at this point, I really hope we don't get some news in like a few days or something that he's, unlikely to return this year or something like that, because that would be pretty devastating, not only for the season, but devastating to hear about Larkin, because man, dude and his family's been through enough. Like, this sucks.
Yep. Make it auto. And but like,
It's
let me
not even
ask
the
you
worst
this.
idea. It's not perfect, but it's not even the worst idea to like overprotect the head, because that overprotecting something like that, it's gonna suck at first and you're gonna get a lot of penalties. The league's gonna adapt. It's like it's not the worst. There's gonna be flaws with it, but yeah, I mean, it's not the worst idea.
I just feel like there are going to be more inconsistencies that even come out of that, and suddenly, like
Yeah, but
like I'm thinking about the hits of like where it's technically shoulder first, but then the head like slams into their shoulder
yeah,
a little bit
and that's
afterwards,
where the review would have to come into play, and then you just have to get better at it. I mean,
and that's what we're kind of just hoping for now, and we're not really getting that either.
we are in the second period.
But just to ask the question, what Sherratt did today, is that a 2 minute because it was contact to like the face and head with the stick? And in a pretty aggressive manner, whether or not it was him putting the stick high or not.
I didn't think he got the stick high or anything. I think it definitely comes into play if you're putting yourself in the situation or if somebody's hitting it.
Oh wow. Oh, it just bounced over Raymond's stick. Want to sync him up?
We are at 19, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Wow, what a save. That was, I don't even know how he got a piece of that to even deflect it toward the net, but okay. And we just hit the 19-minute mark.
What do you mean by so pure, Tyler?
Natural. Just looked like he was just playing.
Yeah.
I will say this. I don't want to talk about this all period though. So let's get into the second period. If we really want to talk about it more like intermission or whatever, that's cool. But like we did a whole video on it. We just talked about it for the whole intermission. Let's get into the game.
Carry spot for Huso there when you can't see the puck or anything, so you just got to throw your leg back around over there. Nice play by you, Justin Hall here. Yeah, you can tell he's a defenseman.
I mean, he did just enough to let everybody get a change, I suppose. Now he can get his. And here we go. Woo!
Yeah, until no one covered for him.
Was that Wallman that just got a stick there at least?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it. Rasmusis, huh? It's gotta suck working for ESPN and like randomly get thrown on like a hockey game with these kind of names.
You've seen the SNL skit, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a goal from the Blues. Looks like the former wing is gonna get a point at least.
Was Sundqvist involved?
Letty.
Oh, you're right. Completely forgot about that.
Damn, did it get deflected?
Yep. That's beautiful.
Should have cross-checked him in the back. Should have moved him, man. Just get in there with the cross-check. 2-2.
Jordan. Not a great forecheck from Sprong there. Oh no, Cider.
Wow.
Oh, he laid a pizza right up the middle, dude. Oh, that's the wrong team going up.
Whew.
Oh boy. That was just about the best pass that Blues player could have asked for.
That was a great pass.
It
I'll
was
give that.
beautiful.
So it was
Cider.
Snyder too.
Why?
Oh no! What is that?
Why, Cider?
Cider.
Why? Oh, it's so bad.
Oh no! He just. Hey, you know what? Coach was right in high school. Don't clear the puck on your backhand.
Yeah,
I take it all
up
back.
the middle
Don't-
too, Josh. Though,
What
like, there's got to be the extra layer of oh no to up the middle.
We're clearing the puck out of our zone on the backhand up the middle and just fluttering it right to. That's awful. Oh, that changed quick.
2 minutes, 2 goals.
What was that for? What
He was
your-
looking for Raz, and then Raz thought he'd go up the boards, so Raz went towards the boards. And
I mean, I would also hope my defenseman wouldn't send it up the slot like that. Oh, that's tough.
what are we doing?
We're finding a way, man. That's what we're doing.
Oh my gosh,
Well, that's close too.
that was a big rip. That was a hard shot. That was a big guy winding up big on that wrist shot. Dude, Scandella has a giant hockey stick.
Venom, you're super predictable, if nothing else. I'll give you that.
Hear that, GC? Venom, I've really got to say, it's so surprising you don't come in and say something about Cider there. You're going to be critical.
Goalie's the only position that matters, man. It doesn't matter what anyone else does.
I've said it before in our videos.
I want him to rip that. Just
Yep. But for whatever reason, some of you in the chat are guilty of this. Oh, good shot by Sherratt. Detroit loves to blame goalies. We just forever love to say
It's
the
just
goalie
easier.
is the issue.
It's just easier. It's easier to point at a number and be like, that one's low, must be bad. So if a goalie only faces 5 shots and it's 5 breakaways and he gave up 4 goals, is he a bad goalie? Like, come on. At least have a little more nuance.
But here's the thing. I was listening to 97.1 today, and a lot of people are being critical of Goff, and there was a caller who called in, okay? And he said, where are, like, all the great passes from Goff? And it was Doug Karsh brought up a good one that he had against the Bears. And then the guy starts asking, like, okay, where's that in every game? And you're like, do you understand the precedent that you are starting to set on someone whether they are good or not? Like, the tip, I don't want to hear it, Venom. I don't want to hear.
2-on-1. Hey, a 2-on-1.
I don't want to hear that Husso has to have the tip. That's ridiculous. I don't want to hear that he has to have the save on an absolute pizza pass from our best defenseman up the middle of the zone. Like,
Was that a 2-on-1 save, by the way?
Yes.
No credit? Cool. I was just checking.
When he makes the save on the breakaway on the
Oh,
power
here we go
play
again. Oh, here we go again.
Like, if you're going to be critical, you have to be able to give flowers too. That's what what I'm doing with Raz. Yeah, I've been critical of Raz. That play that he had today, that was beautiful. What he did was excellent. Yeah, winning a game with Kane would be nice.
Yeah. Now, having no wins since adding Kane, it's tough.
Yes, I think it is very fair to say that you want more from Husso. I am growing incredibly tired of the nightly hate on Husso. We are going to completely discredit his back-to-back games against the Bruins and the Rangers where he posted over a .925 save percentage.
Against the 2 best teams in the league.
You're just going to throw it
least
to
at
the
the time. I don't
side
know
and
what
you're
they are
going to
now,
bring up the game that he had where he gave up 5 goals on 6 breakaways and 2-on-1s.
Where's the hate on Lion and Reimer in these recent games
Yeah,
since we
I
got in
see
Kane?
so many people calling for Reimer, and like they just don't remember the game that he had against the Senators in Sweden,
Yep.
where we had to have a miraculous 4 goals second period
Yep.
to
Went
make
down
it a
4 to
game.
nothing first half of the game. Had to make a comeback and then gave up the. Reimer's also the guy that ducked under the OT goal, which is weird to me. I'm not hating on that too much, but that was also a weird reaction.
Red Wings are getting close right now.
They are.
I think you can ask for it, Noah. I think you can hope for it. I don't think that when it goes in, you can look at him like he's the problem on the play. I think when he makes those saves, you have to have a greater appreciation for
Oh God!
that
Here we
happening.
go. We're going on the power play. How many odd man rushes are we going to give up on our power play? Here we go.
That's why you hear me when we watch Petrie, when we watch Sherratt, and we say that they've been doing bad. You hear me say that was a really good play by them. You have to give them flowers.
Valeno's in front, but then he moves out. I'm confused by it.
I don't like him moving out of the way.
But that's what they did earlier too, and it's like you're only screening when you're not shooting, which is weird to me.
Oh wow. Cat.
Oh, damn. Okay, that was a bit of a weak call. I mean, you got no call at the end of a period for a knob to the face, so I don't want to really. The refs are just going to be what they're going to be. NHL officiating must be really hard, or they're not trying.
Big hit. What do you?
I don't know.
A hit of skate to skate, like
ESPN's new here. Give him some slack.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, it's right there, Kane. Oh,
You just feel that it wasn't going to go in.
oh, that was so close. Let's go. Maintain.
No.
Oh, I like the try.
Between the leg pass out of Raymond, that was sick.
Yeah, that was sick.
Okay, you have them tired. You have them tired. Be smart.
Oh. Damn.
Don't like the shot.
All right. I like the power play. You know what? It's not the greatest shot. I like it. That was good. That was good power play. Opportunities were there. Let his stats keep speaking for itself. I straight up think you're wrong. Even on you trying to generalize and be like the stats speak for themselves, I genuinely believe they don't. But I think we just differ. I think one of us relied too much on look at number go up, look at number go down, and the other, I'm looking at it situation to situation. I mean, everybody likes to say they don't ask how many, or they don't ask how, only ask how many. I like to ask how sometimes, and when you watch every single game like that and you see what actually is happening, it's a little easier to not be fully dependent on stats. Oh, the rebound.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the rebound from Cop. Well, opportunities are here right now. We are not finishing.
I wish that pass is better. I wish that first pass, I think it was Sider to Sprong. Solid by Binnington.
Damn.
We get another face-off win. Oh, wow. I am surprised there was no penalty called. There are so many sticks up against Waste. Oh, oof. Did Raz tip it? I don't think it's fair to say Husso's like Ned last year. Ned genuinely just performed poorly and never was reliable and never came up big for us. And I really liked Ned. I was so
Venom, I
excited
just
for
don't
him.
believe that you're actually asking that question. When you're asking how many of those games is Huso's fault, how many of them being team in front, I just don't believe you want the answer to that. I don't buy it. I feel like there is a desire here because when Huso does well, there's silence. When you get what you asked for with Lion, silence. When Reimer goes out there and fails, silence. But damn, if there aren't people that are willing to just step up and yell from the rooftops the moment Huso gives up a goal, regardless of it.
Did awesome last half of last year.
Oh my! And then we turn it over again in the slot. Saved by Huso. Say something positive. If we're gonna trash him every time he lets in a goal, another opportunity where we just cough up the puck in front in our own slot, and he makes the save.
Casey, didn't he just play in the AHL?
Isn't that in the AHL now?
Ned, no, he's like the backup for the Penguins.
Oh, who are you talking about?
No, that's what I'm talking about. Last year, didn't he finish out in the AHL last year? He
I don't
played
know.
15 games for us. I don't know. Wait, is he number one now?
We've had so many goalies in such a short amount of time. I am also forgetting.
Yeah, because we also had Hellberg for so many of those games. I thought Hellberg played like just as many, if not more, towards the end.
Venom, and then when he does well, you say the sun shines on a dog's ass. Like there is no credit that comes from you. I don't believe you. I'm sorry. It seems like when you have your mind set on a player that you think is bad, it does not matter what they're going to do.
Hellberg played 17 games for us. Ned played 15. What those 17 and 15 games were, maybe I just don't know off the bat.
I'm pissed we didn't score on that power play. Like I feel like we actually had a power play where we had a ton of opportunities, and that's the one we don't score on.
So Ned did play 6 games at the end of last year. Went 3-3. 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3 for the goals against. Save percentage 889, 905, 897, 939, 956 against Toronto. So yeah, I had a really good game against Toronto. But here's the thing. I could again look at this entire stat line, right? And I could throw away the 2 good performances and I could say he's literally doing like bad. That's what I could just do from looking at the stats. But
11:20 left in the second.
Jeff, for what team? Yes, and that's why I'm saying there's more than just looking at the stats.
Okay. What's crazy is like me and Billy don't even think Huso's great.
Nope.
It comes off that way just because we're willing to defend a player who's getting trashed for things that like are heavily not his fault. We don't think Huso's great at all. But man,
Alex Lyon should
put
be
some
getting
blame
the
on
star
who's
score.
setting him up for these. Like the fact that the first things we see in chat, or I'm sure if you go to Twitter, on that goal that Seider coughed up the puck was going to be about Huso, and people's first reaction isn't going to be what's Seider doing. That's the point. That's what bothers us. It's like, yeah, we don't think Huso's great, but God, why do we just forgive everybody who sets him up to fail?
But news, we are doing that. right? We are absolutely cycling each goalie right now. I don't think we've had a goalie start 2 games in a row since maybe Huso early last week.
Yeah.
And that would have been where Huso had a great game. Then the next game it was pretty tough. And I think that was the breakaway in 2-on-0 games.
None of the goalies are finding a rhythm right now, which is it's tough. 10.5 left in the second. Blues controlling in their zone.
I would just like to be told, like,
Oh! Oh! That's in!
it's in! Cider
Let's
makes up
go!
for it.
Cider does some work. Okay. All right.
Dude,
I'm
like,
not
no one was
100% sure
reacting.
how that went in. I didn't actually, I didn't physically see the puck in the net. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, I was like, Sprung was all that I was watching because I
Yeah.
was like, you're the only
I saw
one who has
Sprong
eyes.
swing at the post. Okay, yeah, I only saw what Sprong had just swung. Like, did he just bat it out of the air? Like, I don't know what just happened.
Oh, look at this. Raz driving the net again, driving the puck towards the net.
Like that.
Give
So
the
Cider
flowers.
goes out there and redeems himself a little bit, puts the puck in the net. Respect. Yeah, Raz using the body again. Maybe there's a change in his play style that's actually utilizing what he's got, you know?
Yeah. I think Bergen tried to sell a penalty there. That looked a little silly.
That's why he's trying to get trade him around a little bit. That's why the rumors are swirling. Yeah, classic Rasmuses. You know what? That's the problem. He's playing like Rasmuses. That's the good thing. He switched it up. Playing like a big moose.
Is that not a hand pass? The guy at the front not hit it? Looked like he reacted like he did. The way Fabry's head was down, I thought someone was stepping up. Raz has played well.
Player of the week last week. I think he had like 5 points. 3 of them were goals. Maybe 4 points. I can't remember.
But it is nice seeing what we believe the strength of our team is that depth coming through right now.
2 goals from our defense. Good call, News Drifter.
Really good stick lift by Thomas. Well, if this goes in the net, they're going to review it.
For sure.
That's what I always think when I see like something I think is off, but they don't call it. I'm like, well, let's see if they score and then we'll get a better look. So Noah, what that tells me, that stat, and with how I know like we've given up some leads late in games and how we talked about we were getting some real slow starts at the start of the year. Oh,
Oof.
feels like the team doesn't always come out completely ready to play. And whatever strategy that we implement, like, I don't know whether you want to call it like trying to trap, but that playing not to lose style, we are not good at it yet. There are teams that are very good at it. Teams that are very good at not losing are like Panthers. As soon as they find their way that they just get their lead.
I think the puck caught that defenseman. Came up and hit him somewhere. Oh,
and then he's in the
he
perfect
couldn't even swing
spot.
at that. I mean, when I said Burger and Train, I was just kind of memeing. I've just been seeing people say that there's like rumors of it. I don't know or believe. I'm also not against it because I feel like he would be a high enough value that with how good Steve has been with trades and how much I think Bergen has a value, I would imagine we get something pretty good in return. But
yeah,
I'm attached to whatever players make this team better. As much as I would love to fast forward a year and see Bergeron on the second line as a top tier playmaker, that's great. But if the other option, if that's, if we trade him and we get a defenseman who's really, really solid, maybe a defensive defenseman that turns out to be elite in a year or two, and that makes us win, I'm cool with that too. Same thing we said in the offseason. There's not much I'm married to on this team. I'm married to turning this team into a winning team and bringing Hockey Town back.
Yep.
He was scratched the other night. Yeah, I mean, but now we're seeing him up here. So, like, maybe we got our answer why he was scratched. Maybe, hey, we don't know what's going on with Piranha or whatever. We need you to not be hurt. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
But if you move for a defenseman and you think Bergeron's involved, you've also got to move one of our defensemen up in the NHL right now, right? You're going to have 8. And all I'm saying is there are a lot of people that I hear saying we could trade for a defenseman, and I don't hear the same complaints from our fans that they had for the signings of what's this mean for Edvinsson. Derek, we're looking good. It honestly feels like Detroit has more influence on the game entirely, and that means shooting ourselves in the foot and, kind of just controlling play in general. So when we're doing well and we're doing good things, it's good. And then when we mess up and we give them a good opportunity, they're taking advantage. Mata Berg plus pick. What would you get for that? What would you get for that? Because
is Hanifin old?
26, but he needs a contract. And I know that I very much trust Steve Yzerman in contract talks, but I could only imagine it's going to be difficult for him to. Oh, some pressure from the Blues.
Yeah, Blues got pressure in Arizona right now. Just under 7 minutes left in the second.
That was slick. Robert Thomas, that was slick. So yeah, this is them getting the change that they wanted. This is the advantage of home ice because they got their top line.
Oh. Whew.
But I think it would be a challenge for Steve Yzerman more than maybe some other contracts that he would need to sign on someone like Hanifin, who has kind of made his goals clear that he wants to play for Boston. So it is, I know someone in our Discord said it is kind of like a DeBrincat situation where the player is kind of just cornering the team into, you're either going to trade me there because I'm not going to sign long term with anyone else. Oh, wow. I am very impressed by Thomas in this game.
Hit sounded heavy, but it was off camera.
Player no older than 26. I don't know. I bet there are plenty of 28-year-old players that I would love to have on the wings. A solid starter. So, okay, so you're including a goalie in the deal. That's whatever you're trading for. You have to include an NHL rostered player to do so, unless we're just going to waive. But then at that point, that tells me that we are paying more in picks or the player that we're involving than I would like to. Does that make sense, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah, Crimson, or no, not Crimson. Jacob, I know that that was someone we mentioned in the offseason too, was possibly Winnipeg or Philly going off to slow starts and looking at Hellebuck and Hart. And well, both options don't seem good because one got extended for like 7 years and the other one has had a hot start with Philly. So, oh, opportunity.
Come on.
Uh, it's the right call. Well,
He was not ready for that.
no.
That was in his feet. Trip.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Drew the penalty
Kane.
too. Drew the penalty too.
Kane down low. That was sick.
Dude, that's like, who else? How many players in the league? I'm not saying he's be the only one, but how many players in the league have that much patience in that situation, that close to the goalie? Like it felt like time stood still while he decided what he wanted to do.
You know who doesn't have that patience? Sprong.
Yeah.
that
Sprong
would have been
shooting
on that.
before he knows he has the puck. Like he's holding L2 and up on the right stick anytime he's near the net.
Oh.
Like there's no.
Good play by Hayes. Hayes just saved a goal. I don't think they called him for the hook. I think they called someone else, but
I mean, if the power play is anything like it was in the last one, it could result in a goal. Keep up what you did.
older than Petrie, bigger contract.
Shout out to those of you who are new that have subbed since you've been in here. We've got a new couple subs. If you are new and want to be a part of these watch-alongs or just catch our videos, we only post Red Wing content. So talk Wings throughout the week, watch-alongs in the Discord, Red Wing community being born, and it's looking nice. Everybody seems like they're constantly wanting to talk in the Discord about Red Wing stuff. So it seems like if you ever just want to talk Red Wings, or if you hear something in the news or rumors or whatever, the Discord is a pretty chill place to toss that out there and just start a conversation about it.
Crimson, trading 4 prospects in the state that we're in is so difficult because you would be trading a player to another team that's also competing for a playoff spot. So we would be giving up an NHL caliber player right now. Let's just say Daniel Sprong. Let's just use a name. Daniel Sprong. We would trade Boston for a prospect. So we would make Boston stronger now for us to have like a prospect that likely, like, I don't want to, maybe this is going to sound silly, but like Steve Yzerman probably at some point could have picked himself, but maybe they started developing better. I don't know. It's a really weird situation to be trading for prospects when you're slated for the playoffs.
Oh, damn.
Because that's like, ops. We complained last year about being sellers at the trade deadline and how we do not want to be that this year, but trading 4 prospects would literally be that. But Steve Yzerman has made it pretty clear he doesn't like trading for other people's prospects. He wants the picks himself.
Oh, Ghost. Oh, Ghost. Come on. Oh, that's going to kill like a good portion of the power play. That sucks. Oh, Ghost. Where's that blue line finesse, my dude?
It's funny you think that he holds onto the puck for 5 seconds.
Ooh, a tip though.
I like it.
I don't know, man.
Just want the vision taken away.
Stick broke. And here we go again. How does this keep happening? How does this keep happening? Are we being pranked as a fan base? Look, I get it. His stick broke. But how does this keep happening? How do we give up so many shorthanded breakaways and goals?
some pretty bad luck on that one.
This is
Some
crazy.
really bad luck on that one, but it's just compiling with every other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how is this happening? No matter what, luck, skill, negligence, it doesn't matter. It's so consistent. We go on the power play, we're giving up a breakaway.
Crimson, how
Today,
do you know
it's
that?
luck. Maybe they watch. Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
If you watch the Griffins, you know more about them than we do. So I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah. Yeah. What a sad shift for.
Oh my god,
I thought that was bar down.
that's a great shot.
I thought that was bar down.
That's just it, Derek. We don't. We have 3 goalies that we play. We do not have a goalie on this roster that can steal a game. That is just facts.
Yep.
None of our 3 goalies can steal a game for us. We have 3 goalies that are fine, that are not going to go out and pull out some magic and steal a game. It's just how it is.
Yeah, brand new. I don't know if you play NHL 24, but that's literally making like a 6'9" enforcer defenseman and being able to move your stick left to right. So you just go across the entire net. When it comes to true evaluation of players and development, though, I think there's a little more to say than stats. I think they can give you a decent insight into things that are happening, but I'm not going to say that none of our players are getting better because they aren't necessarily scoring there. I wonder what Sider's stats look like down there.
I'm not sure what argument you're talking about, Ace, but yeah, I would agree. Our power play is cursed. Our power play gives up more opportunities for the other team than ourselves over the last, I don't know, week or two.
Dixon,
Feels
I think
pretty consistent.
Dixon, I think I can very safely say no. I don't know if you're trying to make me laugh or like make us laugh or not, but I've not even a little bit.
No, you're good, Venom. I think they just mistakenly said something because they brought up something that you haven't mentioned yet.
Please get out of this period. Okay. Okay, so
Not doing it.
not biting again.
Nope, not doing it again.
To talk
Power play
about
breakaway, not
just
biting.
simply looking at stats to evaluate player development and saying that there's none going down for our young guys in the AHL. His first year on the Griffins. Oh, wait. Uh, 10 seconds and we just dump it in.
4-3 after 2 periods.
So talking
Who's our
about
power play coach? Oh, sorry, you had something good.
looking at players developing down in the AHL and whether we believe just looking at the stats can tell us if good or bad things are happening for them. Simon Edvinsson, first year, 52 games, 27 points, 52 penalty minutes. Oh my God. He got a penalty minute per game. What is going on, Simon? And then this year so far, he has 21 games,
I
6
gotta step away. I'll be
goals.
right back to tell you.
Okay. 10 assists for 16 points. Take that however you will. Take it however you want to see the defenseman points evaluating talent or not. But Seider, in his only year in the AHL, had 49 games played, 2 goals, 20 assists for 22 points. So for strictly valuing and looking at the stats, he has 22 points. Simon Edvinsson has 28 fewer games played and 6 fewer points. He is on track in his development to exceed Seider in point output in the AHL right now. This is why I don't think it's necessarily completely fair unless you're watching the games, which is why I asked why you believe something, to just look at the stats and say whether they are or are not. Because if you were to simply base it off that, you would say that Edvinsson is going to be better than Seider. And if that's true, then you would be happy that he is where he is right now, doing what he's doing. Or you could argue that he should be in the NHL right now because he's doing so much better than Seider was then. But the point still remains is he is doing well there. And yeah, we're hoping next year he is up here and performing. Seeing this team can win? Yes, we have seen what this team can be. And teams are going to hit lulls through seasons. Teams are going to go up. Teams are going to go down. You're not going to get many teams that perform like the Bruins where they just did all year. So it's about facing these situations, facing this adversity and how you respond to it. If we can make the right changes to make that happen, which is, I'm not sure how many people out there are Lions fans, but it's quite literally exactly what's happening to the Lions. How many breakaways they're giving up? I wish I knew news, but it feels like a lot. Jeff, I think I completely disagree on Kane. I think I just fundamentally disagree that he is only good to be a decoy. I think he has proven that he can find guys, he can create opportunities for others, and it's just a couple inches from connecting. Do you think we'll ever get a breakaway goal? It feels like we never do. Feels like we absolutely don't. Simon's great. He's not the problem. Okay, maybe I just took the nobody down in Grand Rapids is developing too literally then. First power play in the league right now. I almost don't want power plays. Get on sport for the score itself. Yeah, Jacob, the last one's definitely just bad luck. But the fact remains is that it keeps happening. So there's something going on that isn't it. And also, I know that we're coming real close, but these only opportunities coming from passing to the front of the net to try to get like a weird backdoor tip in. I think I'm a little tired of it. I would like to see vision taken away. I'd like to see some shots like that. You don't want to be on a 4-game losing streak, but I mean, we are missing our number 1 and number 2 center, and right now we're keeping up with other teams in the league. What's my other favorite teams? Only subs to the best. I hope you're subbed here. Caps, Rangers are some of my favorite. Canes are up there. I like the Coyotes simply because of jerseys. It's not like I actively root for them. I think that kind of goes through my favorites. Got to keep the pressure. It feels like we are ultimately controlling the game. And it's when something goes wrong for us or we make a big mistake and we give them an opportunity, they're taking advantage of it. So props to them. It's opportunistic hockey out of the Blues right now, and it's working because we simply are not good enough to make the mistakes that we make and expect to win. Cross, Casper, and Lombardi. Okay, so on someone like Lombardi, I've only watched him in like the Red Wings, like red and white games. I think players like that can absolutely surprise you and become impactful, but I do keep my expectations pretty tame on some guys that kind of go later in drafts and take a while to work up. So even if he spends the next 2 years, Lombardi, if he only spends the next 2 years in Grand Rapids, like, I'm okay with that. The 2-21 Pistons, true. Oh my gosh. At work today, our director sent out an email asking if anyone wanted to go to the Pistons game. I guess she came across some tickets, and my immediate reaction was like, it's not worth my drive. Like, you would have to pay me to go watch the Pistons right now. I am that much against like watching basketball, I guess, in general. I'm extremely bored by basketball in general. And if you have me go watch a 2-21 team play the 76ers, what's the score of that game? If anyone has the score to the Pistons game, I'd love to hear it. Agreement, I think full Kane out of the top 2 lines is sort of top 7 guy. Okay, so that to me is very different than Decoy Jeff, because I even said that I think the best that we would get out of Kane is likely a second line winger, and what I expected him to be would be a third line winger. And that I like that we're giving the DeBrincat opportunity a chance. I think Kane is keeping up. I think Kane is doing fine on the second line. I think we're seeing something good, but I could see that if things keep going poorly, you move him down to a third line. You try to pair him with like a Fabry or a Sprong, someone who likes to shoot the puck, and you see if you can get him against worse talent on the other side and see if he can perform even better, because we've already seen a lot of the guys we have on the roster can perform on the second line. So that to me is very different than Decoy, though. That's just finding where a player is going to be the most impactful through your lineup.
I don't know if Carl Alberts is in the chat, but Carl Alberts from our Discord is trying the I'm turning this game off strat again, because it worked once during the last game. Like, I'm turning this game off, and they scored. So they kept trying it throughout the night, like when we were struggling.
This game was of the colors red versus blue. Yeah, that was a good series on YouTube. The Halo series, red versus blue. Yeah, I have seen a lot of good things about Danielson in the WHL. It really seems like he is, you know, being lifted up to that next level of talent coming out of that league. They need Comfort with the DeBrincat Cat first. Yes, I'm with you on that one, News 100%. I would love to see Comfort between those two to kind of play that all around player role between two guys that can cycle as well as they do. You honestly believe Lombardi would be better in the NHL than the AHL? I have genuinely not seen enough of that guy, especially even just out of that red and white tournament, that suggests he should be in the NHL. But I will also admit, I don't really know him that well. I'm just using other people's evaluations and where he currently is to influence my opinion. Oh, he will, Jeff. I think if you put him on a third line, I think the opposing coach is questioning whether he should cycle in his first line defenseman again to play against our third line sometimes. They're relocating to Virginia. Is that facts? Are you just spreading rumors? Because I know that Ruth said something earlier.
Billy, are you frozen? Oh, you're in a great frozen spot, man. That's the face of, well, I think the wings are great. You guys just won't listen to me. Oh,
It's not better.
oh.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're back. Yes, Jeff. I think I literally just have a different definition of decoy. Decoy to me, when I think about the NHL, would be putting Alex Ovechkin on your power play on the ice when he has a broken wrist and you know he can't shoot. That's the level of like decoy of like,
Assuming the other team doesn't know he has a broken wrist.
yes, exactly. ESPN
Honestly,
sources.
I saw one of you drop the lineups for the day. F it. They should have just did Kane to Brinket alone on line one. 3 defensemen. They should have. Dude, imagine that's the play not to lose strat. 3 defensemen, 2 forwards.
Also, Brad, I don't think it's the Capitals. It looks like it's the Wizards. ESPN sources, Monumental Sports and the Washington Wizards owner Ted Leonsis plans to join Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin in Virginia for a news conference on Wednesday to unveil plans for a proposed new arena complex and entertainment district for the Wizards. Oh, Brad's right. Brad's right. At the end, it mentions the Capitals.
What's happening to the Capitals?
They're moving to Virginia. They're out of DC.
Do they got to change their name then? Because I feel like Capitals is pretty DC.
I don't know.
The Virginia Mothmen. Those could, I'm just saying, Mothman jerseys would go hard. Venom, I also looked it up. I could not find the hat online.
Dude, that
I'll
makes
tell you
both
what, though.
of us. We both have a hat for the Red Wings that you cannot find on the internet anymore. Like, at all.
Unfortunately, I purchased this hat not at the lids near me, and I would have to drive 3 hours to try again.
Did you do it in like Grand Rapids?
I did.
Oh.
I picked it up in Grand Rapids, and I don't intend to go back soon unless there's a WWE show going on there, because I don't go to Griffin games.
All right, I will be right back.
I got a couple hats this week, or I shouldn't say it, in the last like month. My other one. I mean, I know you guys just talked about not caring for basketball. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but this Bad Boys hat went hard. Hold on, let me switch to the camera that I have for myself that's live, so I know you can see it. Yep, I got a Detroit Bad Boys hat, and it's clean. I like it. I'm kind of a hat guy now. I have so many hats that I can now, like, anytime I go out, I can keep like switching up my hats. I got some like WWE hats. I got a Spartan hat. I got a hat from a Twitch channel. I got a Bloodline hat for WWE. I got a Breaking Benjamin hat. Lions. I got a few Lions hats. I got lots of hats. I don't have anywhere to put them. I want to like display them, but it's a lot of hats. What would you do if you had the amount of space you see behind me if I wanted more of my hats to be visible? But I also don't want to pay like a bunch of money for like I'm not talking like display cases. Is there a way I can like stack them in a way that like I could still get to them? Because I still wear the hats, but I wouldn't mind having them like on display. Oh yeah, I got a SummerSlam hat too. Huso's awful. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. No need to discuss further. Sounds like we're on the same page. Rest of the team flawless though, right, Eric? Defense is on point. Power play unstoppable. Penalty kill might as well just be a brick wall. If only our goalie, if only the one of three goalie, because our other two goalies have been killing it, right? That's why the last two games that we started the other ones, we dominated. We gave up like no goals and we won. Tuso though, right? Hell yeah. Venom, I see it. I see the tag. See what you sent me. I like that. Venom, that's ooh. I bet I could put that like, hold on, let me switch to my camera. I bet I could, oh, what if I did that like, but I like my XCOM pictures. Maybe like right here. I have a bit of a space here. That's a closet door though. And that seems wider than a closet door. Damn. That's a great idea. That's only 23 bucks too. I'm going to save that. Actually, me and my fiance have our own Discord that's just the two of us. And we have like, listen, here, I want to say this really quick. Relationship advice coming at you from someone in a very healthy and long-term relationship. Get a Discord just for you two. Like not an account, not a Discord account. That's weird. Don't share accounts like that. That's weird. Just kidding. If you do that, whatever. Get a Discord server just for the two of you and make a bunch of channels for just stuff to keep stuff organized between. It's like the future of like post-it notes on the fridge or whatever. It's awesome. So that we have like channels for like gift ideas for each other. So if I know there's something I want, but I'm not really going to buy it for myself, or there's like a holiday, there's a channel in there that is gifts for me that I can drop a link in and be like, hey, that's something I wouldn't mind having. And then when the time comes, but there you go. There's relationship advice for the day. Get a Discord server that only has you two in it. Don't get in a relationship. No. Seriously, we have a channel just for like our dogs. Like we have like we keep track of like events that we're going to in there. Like there's all these different like food places we want to try because we both have our phones. So whenever we have an idea or something we want to throw in there, we can both do it from wherever we're at. I'm telling you, for someone who likes to like organize stuff, it's a fat dub. I think we have our grocery list in there too. I think we're starting this period soon. Oh, they're gonna show the ghost turnover first. That sucks. The broken stick to lead to that. Just to like, we are just destined to give up breakaways on our power play. It's crazy. Our fault or not, the hockey gods will find a way to give us a breakaway when we're on the power play. But we are starting the third period. I can't change the thing on the screen because that's on Billy's computer. But please believe me, this is the third period. I would give you a time to link up with, but it's already at the whistle. So, all right. If you're trying to sync up with us and watch along with us, we are at 1950, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. Never mind, not 44. I swear I can never do a sync up time without drawing a whistle. Oh, we're getting a power play. Is what I would say if I was excited about being on the power play, because we've given up so many shorthanded goals. Ugh. What's she doing with a stopwatch in there? Why does she have a stopwatch? What would you need a stopwatch for?
All right, all right, all right.
Why would the lady sitting in the penalty box need a stopwatch?
I don't know. Double check the.
I'm
master
just
clock.
saying it almost just happened again. I hate being on the power play. I don't want it anymore. I would like to decline. Yes, we are going to be the first team to start declining power plays. Put them in the box, but allow the other team, or we just remove a player from our team. We scored our power play. It can't be stopped. This power play is jumping. Let's go. Bang.
Say something about the gang real quick. Go.
Let her go, gang. Jumping Jehoshaphat's. Let her go, gang. Listen, I've been saying it since the beginning. This power play is elite. Keep it together.
And like I said, the best thing that we could do on all these power plays, pass the puck down low.
Third period.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, give us all the power plays. I've been saying it since the beginning. Assist from Kane? All right. Who scored? It was Raymond.
Everybody loves him.
Should have windmilled.
Bad stick from Letty. Was it a 4-0 lead in the first period for us against the Sharks, or am I just misremembering that?
I think it was a second.
Yeah.
Raymond's a nobody? That's what your friend said? I mean, isn't he like still like 21? 22 maybe?
From an Islanders fan, do the Islanders even know what a goal is? Do they even score over there? Hey, is that Steve Ott?
Hey, our defense sucks, but man, do we score goals. What was the thing someone posted that we were like top tier in? Where is it? MSU fan put in team offense tiers. The Red Wings are in tier 1 with either 3.5 plus goals per game or 27 plus power play goals. I know which one of those it is. I know which one of those it isn't.
It looks like the Blues are upset, saying that we shot the puck out.
I misunderstood the thing I was reading. I'd like to change what I just said.
Okay.
3.5 goals per game or 27 points per game. I did not notice that they were mixing in football teams with this as well.
Oh.
Not power play goals. I understand now. I was kind of wondering why there were so many teams in tier 1. That didn't make any sense.
Power plays are hot. No.
Yeah, 27 power play goals is wild. Like,
Oh.
assist and 2 shots tonight. 14 minutes of ice time early in the third. This is kind of where I was thinking he was going to be. I thought he was going to get used a lot. Maybe this is partially because of the, I'm sure it has
Level
plenty to do with
7.
Perron and Larkin being out, but
Yeah,
if he
that
couldn't
with
do
the
it, they wouldn't have him out
11-7
there.
And the power plays that we've had.
Yeah. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the Connor versus Connor.
I really like McDavid, but
Cool. I mean, I just don't care about what they're trying to sell me. Not buying. I don't care. Oh,
oh,
oh, oh, that was ugly.
little bouncy. Oh,
Did he straight up smack that straight out? Is this reviewable? Can this help us in any way?
well, about 60 seconds ago, Josh, this was happening the other way. So,
Will this affect LeBron's legacy? Oh!
wow.
Oh! That's a delay of game penalty, boys. This elite power play going back at it. Let's go.
Patrick Kane gonna have 16 minutes and 45 minutes of gameplay.
Total of 6 strides the entire game.
He's just doing
He
that
just
skate
glides.
around when you can like just turn your hips, and you're just
Yeah, he's
working your
literally
blades.
Kind of like gliding with style.
Nice. Oh,
I don't like that. Now I'm nervous with Ghost with the puck at the blue line. Don't do that to me.
you guys are real close. Okay.
Oh, I wanted the shot.
Oh, oh,
That was open too.
yep.
He was down.
Pennington was down.
Kane makes that shot though. I think Kane hits that.
I think Larkin
That's the
hits
hardest
it.
shot I've seen from Kane so far.
Yep.
Oh man, that even popped straight out too.
Oh wow. Ghost with a keep again.
Ooh. I like the puck movement. Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. We got half
Hit
the
the
power
shoulder.
play left. We are pressuring. Party in the city where the heat is on, baby. Venom, you do have a lot of hats. We are similar in that regard. Wow.
What did you say before that?
Party in the city where the heat is on all night.
I don't know that song.
It's a Will Smith classic, baby.
Okay. I was like,
Welcome to Miami.
oh, I know that part.
Strong fires and misses.
They're missing a stick. It's back. Oh, that's a bad pass.
It's all right. It's all right. Oh, there you go. Sprung, longest I've seen him hold the puck without shooting.
Nice play,
Oh.
Raz. That was a slick
Overshoot.
little.
Oh,
That was a real slick kick to stick and back around. Oh, that's the little stuff you love.
oh, good
Oh, I
tip.
like that little Pavelski tip there. Well,
That's not what I want. Okay. 10 seconds left, but we're still holding in the
Whoa.
zone. There's still an opportunity here. It's got to be in there, yeah. All right, so we're going to take a face-off with the man advantage. So there is a chance to win the face-off and create a shot opportunity, but from what I'm understanding, face-offs have not been our forte.
right after a whistle, and you say, and we're going to take, I thought you were like, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Live sports.
Live watch alongs. Chat.
Dude,
Portability.
that'd be really funny if we made a meme, if we made like a parody commercial of the ESPN Plus thing to run once in a while. That would be really funny.
Watch alongs, live chat, super chats, emotes, portability.
Live sports.
Yeah.
Over and over again. That's what we're saying, Adrenaline. Like, literally just parody the damn ad, the 20-second ad that they loop over and over again when on ESPN Plus. Oh. Best stories in sports.
Best stories on the Red Wings.
So you guys all playing Rayman and PS1? Not gonna lie, that sounds awesome.
That is cool.
The fact that you're actually playing it on your PS1 and not on a emulator, though, that's wild.
Oh, I
They
thought
collide together?
63. I thought 63 was more hurt. It looked like when he went down, like a stick caught him up high.
Venom, we know you're a Red Wing fan when your phone definitely auto corrected to Raymond.
Yeah. Oh, I won't lie. When I'm watching him,
Oh, that's a goal, baby! Fabry! What a pass from Raymond! What a pass! A razor sharp pass. Wrong
Against
side.
His old
Wrong side, Billy.
team.
Wrong side.
Ooh.
Razor sharp pass and a fabulous finish from Fabry. Nailed it.
So what I was saying was that if I don't see their numbers and I just see their side profile, I have a lot of difficulty telling the difference between Cop and Fabry. And then Fabry scored.
That's how you know it's Fabry and not Cop.
Yeah, scored.
Yeah. High stick.
Bergeron didn't hear it.
Yeah, Fabry doesn't play for the Blues anymore.
Oh,
Well.
because I put it on the wrong board. I get it. I was slow there.
Yeah. Well. How the turntables.
We are such an elite hockey team. Putting
So,
up 5
like we were
goals a
saying
game.
earlier, this team is ready. No issues.
I will say it feels so different having goals get scored against you, knowing that you still have the potential to put up 5. It's so different.
That's fair.
It's
This is
so
a very different team than 2 years ago, where if the other team scored 3 or 4 goals, it's over.
Yep.
But if you tell me, like, hey, it's you from the future, the Red Wings give up 4 goals next game, I'm like, man, did we score 4 or 5 or 3? Like, it's somewhere up there. Isn't that frustrating that we're that close, though? We score goals, man. The team scores goals a lot.
Yeah.
But, man, we just, like the best example of it is that Sharks game where we're up like 3-4-0.
And then suddenly it's tied.
It's just goal. Like, we're right back. We're all offense, no defense.
Oh my gosh. This isn't going to apply to
Larkin didn't
37
score.
of you, but Josh, Proto just joined Threads.
Okay. I have not opened that app since like the week it came out.
Yeah, since the day it came out and they said we have the most concurrent active users on the
Hey,
internet. And then
hey, go off. Flex what you got.
I would say that if we
Yeah, I
went
mean,
like
it's
that for one night on YouTube, I'd be like, we are the most popular live YouTube channel.
just never go live again.
We went out on top, Lee Seinfeld.
Oh no, the Wings have chosen the Leafs handbook to winning. Oh crap.
We
Oh
even
no,
have Justin Hall.
it was all Justin Hall all along.
True that, Muzz. True that. The fact that we're competing with teams without those guys is pretty telling.
Hit the like button, help the algo.
Ooh.
That I will. Shout out to those of you who have subbed. We know we got some new faces in here. Whenever we do these watch along, it seems like we always meet a couple new buddies to add into the group. And if you really want to keep it going, make sure you join the Discord. Billy, I know, has that link holstered. If you do use Discord, hop in our Discord and just talk Red Wings whenever you feel like it. If there's rumors going around, if there's topics you want to talk about, we got enough people in there at this point that there's almost always someone available just to kind of, talk Wings with. Be a part of the community. Subscribe.
I do Crimson, and it kind of feels like Zegras fell out of love as like the darling child of the NHL. Connor Bedard came in, and there's no room for Zegras now. Batter's like, okay, so I know not to dump it out on my backhand up the middle. I'll just skate it out there. This ex Uper. I lived in the UP for like 6-7 years.
Oh,
Rio Bergeron.
so you ain't like that.
Eh.
That body work might have worked in the AHL. Ain't working here.
Yeah, this guy's too big. Why, Raz? I guess it works out, but why?
Hey, could be worse. Could be a backhand dump up the middle from Cider.
This is the Baker Mayfield of the NHL. Oh my god. I don't know about that.
Fire comparison. No, I like it. I'm with you. I don't even need further explanation. I just like it.
Oh. Oh my god, did you see Ghost on that?
Yeah.
I was really trusting Ghost's reaction to how bad that just was. And he like kept looking back like surprised, like, dude, how are you okay? See, Venom, now you're getting it. We are convincing and changing Venom by the daily, Josh.
Venom, if you want to, I will give you this. If you at least give crap to all three of our goalies, you'll never hear a complaint from me because none of our goalies are going to win us a game. We just don't have a goalie that can do that. Is a backhand. You know what? That's funny. I'm not even gonna. That's funny.
Oh
Oh,
wow, that was weird.
get your stick, bud.
Oh? Hmm.
Oh, good feed.
Sarnik!
Good feed.
Uh,
Oh,
that honestly, that
oh.
break was there for like 4 seconds. Like he thought he was getting the puck about 2 seconds earlier, and something happened back on the with the puck. Somehow, some way, it's still open for him after. Oh, that sucks.
We good?
Did that hit the glass between the benches? Weird.
We're not playing him for enough time to shine. Grass isn't always greener. I think hockey fans love just to point at their goalie that doesn't get a lot of ice time and be like, he'd be good if he just played because it's easy. It's the easy take.
Yeah, but also Venom, like goalies are not just like they did it last year, so you like it's absolutely
Nope.
gonna happen this year.
Nope.
Ask Canes fans with Freddie Anderson. And of course, one of our goalies can show up in a game and can steal it. What Josh means by never, I believe, is that it's not reliable and it's not something you should ever expect going into one of the games, is that they're going to face 42 shots and only let up 1 goal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't have a goalie that you can look at like that's the one who's going to win it. Like there are goalies you can point to around the league that will do that. None of them are on this roster. And I want to be honest. One thing I don't like about Lyon, and I've said this from the beginning, even like Billy can vouch for me that I thought this even in his first game. I don't love his aggressive style. I don't love it. I prefer the stay-at-home style. That's what I like about Husso. Reimer kind of does it as well, kind of like Lyon. I don't like, just like Billy has said before, that it can save, the aggressiveness can save you, but it can kill you too.
Yep.
And personally, I don't like the challenge like 7-8 feet out of the net, and then when the puck doesn't go where he thinks it's going to go, we just have an open net anyway, and then they just tap it in. Like that's just not the style that I prefer. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm not saying I don't ever want a goalie that has it. I just say if I'm going to have an option between 2 goalies, let's say we have 2 goalies and they're equal in skill, and the only difference is one's super aggressive and one's a stay at home, I prefer the stay at home, personally. That's just an opinion. That's not me saying one's better than the other. I just prefer it.
Crimson, when you say that, what do you mean? When you say go look at Jimmy Howard, what are we looking at Jimmy Howard for?
He's co-hosting some stuff on Bally Sports. He's doing pretty well for himself, I think.
He's the
Landon.
backup Ozzy. Well,
The Dallas Stars fans sang like an entire verse of "I Want It That Way"
oh, that's cool.
after the puck dropped. I was super jelly. Remember the Hasek flip? Like, I'm praying you're joking. Like you have to be like, that's what we should do. That's a penalty, also, isn't it? Wasn't that also called a penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go look at Jamie Howard as a goalie that was considered top notch to putting himself on waivers. Why am I not understanding that?
I don't know what that means.
It was considered top notch to putting himself on waivers.
Wings up 5-4, 7.5 left in the third. Andrew Kopp has won 16 of 25 faceoffs, according to ESPN.
That's pretty good numbers, man. Great. Now we just get the Connor ad at the top right.
Dude, there's actually.
Yeah.
I wish instead of
Oh,
Chi and
that's
Edmund,
sick, Raymond.
I
Oh.
wish they just put Connor versus Connor up there. At this point, lean into it if you're gonna do it.
So you know what's a part of Cider's game that I see growing is some level of disconnect between him and his teammates on when he's going to just like lay a soft pass to someone in like open ice for them to like move aggressively offensively for it. You could almost say that's exactly what he tried to do on his pizza up the middle, was just try to feed Raz in a more aggressively offensive manner. But it happened, I think, in overtime one night. It just happened with Wallman at the blue line. He did it. Oh, it was with Raymond on a power play in one of the recent games. This doesn't feel like people know when he wants to make like the soft pass to him. Nice forecheck,
Turnover.
Raz. Oh,
Shots are pretty even, 31-32 in favor of the Blues.
oh.
Risky. I always get nervous when the puck's just chilling around our bench during a change.
Yep. You don't want to get Duchesne.
Okay. Go Fabs, pressure him. There you go.
That's sick.
Okay. Good thing he aimed for the tummy.
Seeing a lot of slick moves out here. The one by Raymond earlier was completely because everyone thought he was making the little like dump pass to the other guy next to him, and then he just dances to the middle.
Shout out whoever just subbed to the channel. Appreciate you.
Woohoo!
Live sports.
Chat. Rants. Did you rewind this, or is this literally the same ad again?
I didn't rewind it.
Okay.
Man,
Back to back same
ESPN
ads.
just doesn't care, man. ESPN's like, yeah, just run it. We need to get this in twice before the end of the game. It's okay, we run it twice. Like once now, once later? No. That's not what I said. I said run it twice.
If they paid for 2 ad slots and they haven't been put in the entire night,
I'd be so pissed. You didn't specify, so we just ran it 4 times at the start of the game. Like,
you know,
but you know what's so annoying about it is that we're talking about it, so it worked. We're talking about ESPN Plus on stream because they just play the same ad over and over again. So it freaking works, and that almost pisses me off more than watching the same ad over and over again.
You know what's a really good ad is the recent Domino's one. When they talk about a pizza emergency, then they like cut it, they like black out the screen and make it look like a new commercial started, and it's a guy trying to open the sauce and he can't do it, and a person just pops out of the wall.
I haven't seen that one.
Pizza. Yeah, oh, it's so good. Like the wall like flips and everything. It's a guy with the pizza like, here's your emergency pizza, because he couldn't open a glass of pasta sauce.
I got you.
First time I saw it, I was like, what is this commercial to the second half? Oh, it was good.
Blues have control in our zone. We're back from commercial. 4:37 left in the third. Blues are pressuring. 5v5 though. Stylish.
Big saving and beauty. All right, Blues are definitely set up in our zone right now.
Yep.
The pressure is on. I know it's little, but it's a smart play by Kane there. He wanted the change, but instead he just went to pressure and let everyone else off first because he was the closest to the puck. Oh, wow. Oh, no.
What just happened? Did you get a stick around him and a hook?
Yeah, that's what they're going to call.
Damn. It looked so dramatic. I couldn't really tell actually what had happened. Holding. All right.
Okay. Why do we always do this? It's definitely more of a hook, but whatever. Semantics. Americans don't know anything about hockey. Hey, whatever they got to tell themselves. It just sounds insecure by them more than anything. You can say you're better than us. That's fine. Because
To be fair, Americans have a little
nationally
more options in terms of like major pro sports to watch. So
yeah.
pretty easy to not fall into hockey, which is not typically what kids grow up playing.
Wow. What a pass.
Yeah.
And again, it was Thomas, man.
There you go. Ah, damn. I like the fight from Sherratt there.
Thomas guy's kind of good.
Shoot the puck guy is in attendance. All right. Half the power play is over. They're going to dump the puck out. We're going to get a line change. Blues, not a lot of shots, but a lot of passing, a lot of moving the puck around, which is probably why the fans were getting a little impatient.
Wow, and it still works.
Yep. That was fortunate.
How ideal is that?
Oh, baby.
Whoos!
A big save. Okay.
Where are the flowers? Where are the flowers, chat?
Don't give me the same angle, but zoomed in. I want to see what the traffic was
That
like.
did not just hit his glove. He was looking around that body to track it.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted the top down behind the net view.
Yeah, same here.
It's hard to tell what the traffic truly was from that angle. Okay, they're calling a timeout, probably to get their power play one back out there for the last 33 seconds.
Yep. Wonder if they just pull their goalie now too. Why not?
You're not wrong. I know some of you in our Discord not a fan of pulling the goalie.
But it's not about who's so shutting you up. Like let's celebrate the guy when he does well.
It doesn't have to be like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be so dramatic of like, do we like him or do we hate him, guys? Like, it just let's root for the guy. Let's just root for him to start his bounce back.
Dude,
You're not wrong,
you're
Muzz.
so
You are
right.
not wrong. It's consistent.
It's a staple of this team.
So they do pull the goalie.
Silly shot just right off the bat.
They pull the goalie. They've got 25 seconds left on the power play. Blues controlling in our zone. Pressure from Veleno.
Oh, good job, Veleno.
Veleno's going to get it. Veleno's going to dump it out. Raz
Raz,
is going to put it away. Raz fights his way down the ice. Beats him. Puts it away. The Wings likely going to walk out. Oh, my God. What? I love that.
What a
I've
play
never
by
seen
Joey
Raz
V.
move that fast. I've never seen him skate that hard in my life.
Dude, Joey V, though.
Yeah, Joe Veleno making that happen. The pressure.
It's a 6-on-4.
Veleno with
That
the
guy's
pressure
not-
there. flicks it forward. Raz takes off. Watch that angle again. Raz takes off as soon as he sees Veleno has the puck. That was nice. And you know what? Everybody can shut up. Raz hit an empty net, silenced the haters, baby. Raz hits an empty net. The drought is over.
Wow.
It's done. Jokes aside, you should be proud of him. Jokes aside, this has actually been a solid game for Raz.
Yes, absolutely.
6-4. We still got a minute 20. We've seen worse.
Well,
Awful pass from the Blues. They're gonna have to regroup in the neutral zone.
honestly, you know what that all comes down to? That silly shot I said they took right off the draw. You have a 6-on-4 and you're going to shoot it the moment you win the faceoff. That's crazy.
Why would you do that?
That's crazy.
$50 seconds remaining. Blues still pressuring. They didn't, yeah, I'll say they didn't pull the goalie again,
No.
which is a little surprising. Maybe
Just
they,
accepting.
that's, yeah, but that's also surprising.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. Down by 3, I get it. I feel like down by 3 is where you make the call where like you need more time. Down by 2, like I'm a little surprised. I was gonna say, just get the puck in deep. Let's kill some clock here.
I was going to say, Fabry's like, I mean, I'll score against
There we
the
go.
Blues again.
There we go. The Wings trying to control in a situation. They're just trying to not blow this. They are controlling in the offensive zone, not
Joe
firing it. Just
Veleno.
moving. This is what to do. Veleno looking great. The puck control from Veleno was
Oh.
good. 11 seconds left.
That
Blues
pass
are going to
from
break
Seider.
out. They're going to lose the puck. Fabry's going to turn right back around, flip it in deep, and the Detroit Red Wings are going to win this game 6-4. Okay. Okay. Thoughts. Give your thoughts. Let's discuss, because there is some positive, there's some real negative.
The big positive for me is still finding a way to put up 5 goals against a goalie. Like, I know we scored 6 total, but 5 up against, I want to say a relatively strong team. I know in the standings they're a bit down, but without our number 1 and number 2 center, without one of our top 9 wings, I know he's bounced all over the lineup. That's impressive. It's impressive the ability to have players like Joe Veleno like really step up in this game, having Raz use his body the way that he did to create opportunities. Like,
Yep. And if any of you are dipping out with the game ending, first of all, thank you for being here. We're still going to talk about the game for a few minutes, but make sure you subscribe on the way out so you get alerted next time we do a watch along. We do these at least once a week. And then we post videos on the Red Wings every week as well. So make sure you sub before you close that tab. But those of you who are sticking around to kind of discuss a little, for me, the thing that sticks out the most, and I hate that it's a negative because I'm not the negative guy. I always try to find the silver lining. The power play giving up opportunities. I know the breakaway is bad. Breakaway, that's bad luck. But there were other opportunities as well. And I just don't get it. I don't know if there is I don't know if it's a carelessness. I don't know if it's an offense first mentality. I don't know if it's the strategy. I don't know what it is. I don't know enough about power play X's and O's, but it is very frustrating. And the fact that it still happened tonight, even with everything else going right, that the power play was one of the moments that the Blues had like 3 or 4 legitimate opportunities. It just shouldn't. It feels inexcusable. And props to Husso for coming up big on at least one of them. That was big.
oh my God.
Venom, thank you for the
Thank you so
$4.99.
much.
Husso first star, Raz second star, Bedard third star. You're not even wrong. Thank you very much, Venom.
standings and confidence, yeah, I would honestly go out and say my 1 and 2 stars, because I think it'd be difficult for me to find a third, maybe would be 1 Raz, 2 Veleno. I think Raz played great. I think Veleno
I think Veleno also had a great game.
Yep. I think it's difficult to pick between the two, but
I hope Veleno earned a more, I don't want to say permanent, but a higher likelihood, we'll call it, spot between Cat and Kane, because
see, this is where it might be different than you. I'm okay with putting him up on the top line on the wing with Larkin and Raymond the way he played tonight. I'm okay with putting Comfer still at number 2 center.
I mean, sure. I think for me, I think Veleno has more to gain in that scenario. And I'm not, I could see that from like a putting the best lineup out there right now. I think Veleno could get a lot better from playing with Cat and Kane. I'm not saying he can't with the other guys, but with how wrong we were about Veleno, I want to be as wrong as possible, man. I want, by the end of the year, there to be a chemistry line of Veleno, Cat, and Kane that makes an argument for needs to be your line 1. I would love to get to the point where the only reason why Larkin's line 1 is because he's your captain. That's how much I would love to see the Veleno, Cat, and Kane line succeed, because as much as having Kane here is great and all, I want to try to put his IQ into a player like Veleno as much as possible while we have him. Because the opportunity at the top line for, like, you know, Larkin playing with Raymond, who'd you have with him?
All the way at the top?
Yeah.
Raymond, Larkin, Veleno?
Yeah, right. But if it's not Veleno, who's usually up there with him?
I mean, you got Fabry. That's good as was going to be my next point, is who do you put up there?
Well, that was going to be that's my current point, is that those are 3 players that are likely going to be on the team, like, longer term. I would love that for chemistry, and I would love Veleno with someone like Kane just as long as we have the guy, because this could be this is likely, I won't even say likely, but probably the only year that we're going to have Kane. I don't know. Maybe he'll sign again. Maybe if Eisman wants him. I don't know. But I feel like that's someone I would like to work with him while we have him. Yeah, Veleno just did an RFA 1 year. He did like I don't know if I imagine that's the minimum. I don't know.
I think they went to arbitration. I thought that's what happened. Maybe not, though. Because I thought like everyone knew the date that it was going to be revealed, and everyone was like waiting for it, which I thought meant like arbitration.
Or maybe there is a deadline to do something like with that in general, so it could be that too. There's going to be a million photos of that moment of Bedard. ESPN cut over to the Chicago and Edmonton game, and there was a moment where Bedard and McDavid were tied up. I bet those photos are already all over Twitter.
Yeah, even after what you said, I think I'm still sticking with Comfer at the number 2. I love Comfer. We've signed him for a long period of time. We know he will be here for sure longer than Veleno as of right now. So yeah, I would be comfortable putting Veleno up on the top line right now with how he's been playing with Raymond and Larkin, because it's difficult for me to find someone in this moment that I think deserves to be up there with them more than Veleno.
Yeah, I hear you. I just like the potential of what Veleno could be with Kane and Cap too much. Okay,
Bedard's kind of sick.
Bedard just put up a sick goal. Bedard just nipped. All right, guys. Good talks.
That was sick.
Make sure you sub on the way out. We'll see you in the next watch along and the next video. Appreciate everybody who liked the stream while we've been streaming. Appreciate everybody who has been who has subscribed. I think we got like 7 new subs from the stream. Make sure you join the Discord. There's the link for it. We absolutely invite you to be in the Discord. We talk about hockey all the time in there. Doesn't have to just be Red Wings, anything going on in the league. So we'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Go Wings.